And a good evening to you from Champion Christian College today on YouTube. It's Tigers basketball as your third-ranked Champion Christian at 10-4, 7-2 at home, and 3-1 in Southwest Region play. Host Southwestern Adventist. The Knights are 1-15, 0-9 on the road, and 0-6 in Southwest Region play. Hi again, everybody. Chris Sheeman. Glad to be with you. Didn't expect to be with you, but my schedule allowed it, and I'm glad that I could do this final home game for the Tigers here today. A lot to talk about, including the four seniors that are wrapping up their home portion of the schedule for the Tigers today. More on that later. First, the starters for the Knights. Number 0, Asia Tony. Number 2, Denisha Israel. Number 10, Eunice Balboa. Number 13, Daria Lowry. And number 35 is Sarah Valderrama for Rick Murray. And for champion today, it's Nay Manning, Rebecca Farmer, Destiny Gonzalez, Amani Honey, and Alyssa Gonzalez for DeAnthony Ellison. As they have Manning do the opening tip, which was clearly won by Southwest Adventist, but hey, why not? Or Israel gets it down low. That, I believe, is Lowry. She gets tied up in the possession arrow, so we'll go to champion. Tigers coming off a 104-51 victory against Ecclesia back on Tuesday, as Farmer is wide open for three. Missed that one long. Rebound controlled by Lowry. So, good game on Tuesday for the Tigers, winning by 53. Champion shot 52% in that game, held Ecclesia to 28%. Rebecca Farmer, 25 points on 9 of 16. She was 7 out of 12 from downtown. She also had 6 rebounds and 4 assists to lead 5 players in double figures. Southwestern Adventist has had a tough stretch. As I mentioned, they're coming off a loss at Dallas Christian on Tuesday, 93-48. Turnovers have been a problem for Southwestern Adventist as they get one here. Good ball movement, Gonzalez to Gonzalez, but Destiny cannot score. So we remain scoreless here in the early going. Second turnover already for the Tigers. Amani Honey comes up short. Rebound by Valderrama. Balboa swings it to Lowry. Quick pass is intercepted by Farmer. 3 turnovers by Southwestern Adventist. Folks, they are averaging 45.8 turnovers in their last 4 games. As Destiny Gonzalez gets us on the board. One of 4 seniors playing in her final home game, along with Farmer, Manning, and Alyssa Gonzalez. We will hear from DeAnthony Ellison coming up at halftime. We're going to talk about all of these seniors as Lowry hits the corner jumper to make it 2-2 here in the early going. So stick around for that at halftime. Had a chance to talk to Coach Ellison a couple hours ago before the game and get his thoughts on all of those seniors. I'll be sharing my thoughts some more as well. Good ball movement again. Alyssa Gonzalez scores, and it's 4-2 in favor of champion. We've played 2 minutes. Going quickly is Balboa. Her shot was blocked out of bounds, so we'll stay with Southwestern Adventist. So turnover is a big problem for the Lady Knights. Like I said, last 4 games, almost 46 turnovers a game. That is just, not only are you not going to win, you're not going to stay in very many games turning the ball over that many times as they turn it over yet again here. Balboa bounced past it out of bounds as Valderrama couldn't chase it down, so this is the key for the Tigers. Very good at forcing turnovers. 3rd in the NCAA in steals per ball game at 13.8. Alyssa Gonzalez turnaround jumper, no. Tip for the rebound. Lowry comes up with it, gets tied up with Destiny. But the possession arrow will give it back to Southwestern Adventist from Texas. This is a back-to-back for champion against Southwestern Adventist. Their next game will be at Southwestern Adventist coming up on Wednesday. Nice save there by Nay Manning. Farmer extra pass, down low, wide open is Destiny Gonzalez, who scores another 2. Full court press is on. Israel throws it full court to Green. Green with 7:11 to go. Lowry throws it up off the glass, follows her miss, gets it out Valderrama. Valderrama being hounded by Destiny Gonzalez. Stays with it, though. Now Lowry. Lowry had it poked away by Gonzalez. Now Destiny going to lose that out of bounds, but it was last touched by the Knights. 10-4 the Tigers. The home finale. 2 more road games during the regular season. Then the Southwest Region tournament starts on the 23rd. Farmer long on the 3. Offensive rebound by Manning. So extra possession here. 6:45 to go in the opening quarter. And Manning to the bucket. Can't get it to go. So cold start for the Tigers, who shot 52% on Tuesday on the road. But this should be an easy one for the Tigers here tonight. Manning into Alyssa Gonzalez. Defender went for the steal, and Alyssa will blanket. So Gonzalez averaging 8.5 per ball game. Good start for both Gonzalez's here tonight. Israel to Valderrama for 3. Hit front rim. 6:20 to go in the quarter. Out on the run is Amani Honey. Swings it out to Manning. Thought about the 3. Thought about it twice, in fact. Gonzalez extra pass. Farmer off on her 3-pointer. Offensive rebound. Farmer layup no good. And the rebound is controlled by Southwestern Adventist. And then we have a foul called on Champion. So just inside 6 to play here in the opening quarter. 5:57 to be exact. Valderrama will inbound it over on the far side. Tony can't put it in. And we got an over-the-back call. It's actually going to go on the Tigers. So Southwestern Adventist, I think the Tigers might have been out of bounds there. So no foul. Shot no good. Tip for the rebound. Alyssa Gonzalez comes up with it. Throw ahead. Nobody's back. Farmer lays it up. Blows it. Boy, the Tigers are just cold at the start, but getting plenty of defense. As you see there, Alyssa Gonzalez with the steal. Gonzalez attacks and scores. What a start for Alyssa Gonzalez. 10-2 Tigers. 5:27 to go here in this opening quarter, and a reach there as Balboa was looking to push the tempo. Valderrama looking to get it back. Again, another bad pass. Manning in transition had her dribble deflected out, so it'll stay with the Tigers. Manning to inbound. Farmer out near midcourt with it. Rebecca averaging just under 12 per ball game. Destiny in the corner. Back to Rebecca. Amani Honey over to Farmer. Open look on the 3. No. Still can't buy one. Nice box out by Lowry. And another steal. This time Farmer. Extra pass to Manning. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Tigers leading 10-2, but it's been a cold start. Honey for 3. Can't get it. Rebound controlled by Tony. Good ball movement. Throw ahead to Green. Green, yes. 10-4. 4:37 to go in the opening quarter. Champion by 6. Farmer will pop again. Still can't get one to go. Tony another rebound. 7.1 per ball game for Asia Tony. Good rebounding guard. Israel got it to Balboa on the wing now with 4:16 to play in the quarter. Balboa. Tony traveled with the basketball. 3 subs in. It's going to be Irish Holmes, Journey Hicks, Jalen Edmondson, all checking in. And who's going to stay out there? I believe Destiny Gonzalez is staying in the game, and also Nay Manning. Manning the Hicks, down to Destiny. The reverse, yes. Destiny Gonzalez, 11.8 points per ball game, 48% shooter, double-double threat with 7.2 rebounds a night. Valderrama into the forecourt. Cutting is Israel, hanging it short. Irish Holmes, nice rebound. 3:45 to go in the quarter. Numbers for Champion. Nobody back on defense. Well, one player back on defense. Hicks misses twice. Running it down was Balboa. She pushes into the forecourt. Losing a handle on it was Tony. Another turnover for Southwestern Adventist. More numbers. Manning pull up. No. Put back Hicks. No, but she's fouled. So Journey will go to the free throw line. And she's been pretty good. In fact, the Tigers have two of the top three shooters from the charity stripe this season. Destiny Gonzalez is second. Journey Hicks is third at 85%. Israel is going to come out. Coming in for her, Pamela Colmenares. So Journey gets her first point of the night. Journey Hicks, 7.7 points per ball game. A player that maybe we don't talk about enough. Good player off the bench for DeAnthony Ellison. Can score it. She'll be one of those players, just a freshman and a local product that will factor in heavily. Here is Colmenares now with 3:13 to go, down by 10. Her shot blocked by Gonzalez. Irish Holmes. Manning throws it full court. Edmondson. Destiny. The bucket. Yes. Free-flowing offense here. This, is it evening there? Yeah, evening. I had to check. I had to do the mental time change in my head. No, it's not. It's still afternoon. It's 4:16 there. It's evening where I am. Bucket good for the Knights. I had a long night, folks. Stay with me. I'm going to do the best I can here. Journey Hicks can't get that jumper. Destiny tried for the offensive rebound. Here comes Southwestern Adventist. This is Tony, left of the lane. Down low, the layup is no good by Ortiz, who's checked in. Amelia Ortiz in the game. Irish Holmes for three. Missed it short. Offensive rebound by Edmondson. She'll step back on the triple and bury it. Champion by 13. Ortiz now into the forecourt. Minute 55 to go in the opening quarter. First of a doubleheader that we'll have for you today. Colmenares gets it down low. Is that Valderrama, I believe, trying to back down. Couldn't come up with it, though. Edmondson's got the rebound. Now Manning across midcourt with it. Manning to the cutter. Gonzalez. Gonzalez lays it up and in. Colmenares tried to take the charge there. Official not biting on it. Colmenares into the forecourt. Valderrama top of the key. Minute 24 to go. Valderrama for three. Way off. Ball tipped out of bounds, and it's staying with Southwestern Adventist. Takira Fuller. Janiyah Gilliam checking into the game. So all bench players right now. The second unit for DeAnthony Ellison is in the game. Balboa, Colmenares. Shot clock is at 10. Colmenares swings it out. Ortiz left wing. Shot clock at 7. Bounce pass looking for Green, and that goes out of bounds. So already double digits in turnovers for Southwestern Adventist. Their lone win this year came against Union College on the 15th of January. 5-game losing streak since then. They beat Union 59-40. Edmondson. Gilliam. Back to Edmondson. Left wing 3. Not that time for Jalen. But Champion gets an extra possession. It was deflected out. Last touched by Southwestern Adventist. That is Venetia Tamafuna. I hope I'm coming up right on the deflection. I hope I got some of that right. Journey Hicks, 2 more to her totals. It's all Tigers. 23-6. I wasn't able. I tried to get a hold of Rick Murray. He doesn't have a phone number listed online anywhere though, and none of the champion coaches had it. So if I get any Knights names wrong, I certainly apologize. Offensive foul, the call there. Takira Fuller taking the charge for Champion. A 17-point lead here for the Tigers on their final home game of 2022. Business really comes up after Wednesday. Wednesday they'll be at Southwestern Adventist. Journey Hicks for 3 off the back rim. Plinkas it in. And that is a triple for Journey Hicks, who shoots 36% from behind the arc. Her offensive game. 2 seconds to go. Colmenares, the runner at the buzzer. Yes. So a small flicker of light there for Southwestern Adventist at the end, but it's all Tigers, 26-8 after 10 minutes. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you here tonight. One final time this season. As always, a thank you to D'Anthony Ellison, the athletic director at Champion, for inviting me back. Hopefully the start of things to come. When I thought we were wrapping up last week, I think it was, that we did the game, I mentioned we're looking to build. We've made some progress this year, as Irish Holmes can't get the 3, but Takira Fuller gets on the board to put Champion up by 20. Working on improved quality for you. Traveling going to be the call there on Ortiz. A few other things that I've been thinking about, including more interviews like the one we have at halftime. D'Anthony Ellison will be joining us at halftime to talk about his 4 seniors. Of course, Champion had senior nights towards the end of January. Gilliam, this game was originally scheduled to be played earlier in January. Irish Holmes top of the key over to Edmondson. Hit 1-3 in the first quarter. Not that time, though. Ball tipped to Journey Hicks. Edmondson now. Looking down low for Fuller. It's deflected out by Ortiz. Plenty of time. 15 on the shot clock as Asia Toney checks back into the ball game, replacing Dixon. Fuller out to Edmondson. Open look at another 3. Got it again. So she hits her second 3-pointer. Champion 31-8. Toney had her shot blocked by Edmondson in transition for Jalen at 5 foot. That is her first block of the season, as you saw the bench come alive. So first minute into this second quarter, Champion by 23 as Israel comes back into the game. Colmenares will sit down. Balboa to Israel, back to Balboa, pops the triple, banks it high off the glass. 31-11, full court they go. Fuller out to Irish Holmes for 3, missed it long, rebound by Balboa as she pushes it into the forecourt. Hand off now to Israel. 8:29 to go in the half. Tony down low. That's Ortiz. Turnaround bucket is good. Southwestern Adventist has shot 25% or less 5 times this year. 4 of those games were in Southwest Region play. Gilliam for 3. Grazes the rim. That's it. Rebound to Balboa. Full court now. Pushing is Israel. Got the layup to go. So Southwestern Adventist stringing some points together, cutting it from 23 down to 15 on a 7-0 run. Tigers turning it over again. The second unit having some trouble right now. Israel extra pass. And Southwestern Adventist gives it right back. That'll bring Alyssa Gonzalez off the bench for the first time tonight as well. Geraldine Hardy into the ball game. Is it Delhi, Louisiana? I believe we've had this conversation before that Geraldine's from. Do y'all eat king cake up there? I had king cake last year when I lived in Pensacola, Florida. I'm looking for somebody to send me some before it's too late. We're running out of time. Irish Holmes put up off the glass and in, so Justice ends a 7-0 run. Now a turnover. Janiyah flies in to take it away. Her shot is banked off the glass and in. Right back to 20 for Champion on 2 quick ones. Balboa airballed it. Irish Holmes into the forecourt. Alyssa Gonzalez. Trouble with the pass. You know, some of the struggles, there's been few of them, but Champion maybe not the most fluid on offense here tonight. And honestly, folks, they're just so wide open that sometimes they're getting a little ahead of themselves. We got a timeout. We're going to step aside. Champion up by 20. We'll be back. .646 left to go until halftime. Chris Sheeman back here with you. All Tigers for the most part here tonight is Israel brings it into the forecourt. Balboa on the right wing for the Knights, and she bounce passes it out of bounds. Boy, the passing for the Knights. A lot to be desired there. Last 2 for Southwestern Adventist will be at home. Friday they take on Ecclesia, then the rematch with Champion Wednesday. Alyssa Gonzalez with a hand in her face. She don't care. She is hot tonight. Gonzalez with 2 more to her total. And Tony turns it right back over. So, 7-0 run for Southwestern Adventist, but Champion has pushed it out. Their biggest lead was 23. It's at 22 right now. Farmer back into the game. Manning back into the game. Hardy double team. Shot it over. It was blocked by Tony. Good defense there by Asia Tony. Better ball movement on this possession here for the Knights. As Ortiz is stripped. Janiyah with her second steal. Bounce pass to Farmer. Extra pass to Manning. They get it to Hardy. Nice play there by Manning to Hardy. And Hardy scratches. .526 to go here in this half. Gilliam gets the rebound. Rebecca Farmer on the wing. She'll pop a triple. Way off. But Nay Manning chases it down. Stick around at halftime, folks. We'll talk to DeAnthony Ellison about the 4 seniors playing in their final home game today As Hardy had it blocked out of bounds, it'll stay with Champion with 11 to shoot. Valderrama checking back into the game. Colmenares also back out there for Southwestern Adventist. And Amani Honey checking in for Champion. Here's Alyssa Gonzalez. Defender had her back to her. And Alyssa puts Champion up now by 26. Colmenares with 4:51 to go driving. Out to Balboa. Can't get the jumper. Rebecca Floyd, we're having a little glitch here. Back to live action now. Alyssa Gonzalez. This is one of those things that we're going to look to improve on. What you're seeing when it glitches like this, folks, is a couple of things. It could be the computer at the gym is overheating because it's not able to process the video quick enough. Or it could be a bad cable going from the camera to the computer, basically. So when you see that, that's what's happening, and there's not much we can do about that in this calendar or in this semester, but it's something that we're working on, and I'm going to talk with the guys at the college about working on getting that better for you next year. Amani Honey on the reverse, skies it. Nice play by Honey. I believe that's her first bucket of the night. She'll be one of the players coming back next year. Inside 4 to go. 43-17 Champion, the national champs. Alyssa Gonzalez is going to be called for the foul there on Colmenares. Catch and shoot 3 is long by Balboa. Honey on the rebound, looking for Hardy. Tried to thread the needle, but it was deflected. Good defense there by Israel. Manning to Gonzalez, back to Manning. Corner 3, yes. .325 to go in the half. And Colmenares dribbles it off her foot. Amani Honey with some pressure there. Destiny Gonzalez returns. Hardy will come out. Tigers winning by 53 on Tuesday, and they're cruising here this afternoon. Destiny Gonzalez to the bucket, right off the bench. 2 more to her total. Biggest lead for Champion now at 31. 3:05 to go in the quarter and half. Colmenares cut off on the baseline, doubled up, got it out Balboa for 3, yes. Rebecca Farmer swings it out. Destiny Gonzalez thought about a three-pointer. Out to Farmer. Yes! Rebecca Farmer finally able to get one to go from downtown. She was 7 out of 12 on Tuesday. Struggling a bit here tonight, but gets that one to go. Bucket and the foul here for Southwestern Adventist. Off the make, they go quickly, and it'll be Tony at the line for an old-school three-point opportunity. Asia Tony, 58% free throw shooter from, and one of the most beautiful, underrated parts of the country, Huntsville, Alabama. Not too far from the Tennessee border. It's beautiful up there. I remember the first time I went to Alabama, I had a buddy call me, and we were going to go to Orange Beach to broadcast the NAIA softball championship was down there. And he called me up, and I said, "You want me to go where? Alabama?" I didn't even know Alabama had a beach. I had no clue. I said, "I'm not going to Alabama." And then I looked it up, and I said, "Oh, my." And then we drove through Alabama, and I said, "Wow, talk about ignorance on my part. It's a beautiful state." I go to Alabama now all the time. Even though I live in the mountains near the Blue Ridge Mountains, I still go to Alabama. and hike and camp around there, up around that Huntsville area. It's really pretty. Manning for three, can't get it to go. So if you're looking for maybe an affordable vacation opportunity, I know some of you in the areas where we are and where you are, Huntsville's not a bad way to go. Minute 40 left to go here in this half. Valderrama top of the key. Hardy comes back into the game. It's Garden Valderrama, Balboa off, Farmer the rebound. Throw ahead goes to Hardy. Hardy tacks the bucket and scores. 53-22. It's back to 31 for the Tigers. Colmenares pass deflected. Hardy's got a steal. Honey, what a pass. Destiny Gonzalez lays it up and in. That was a beautiful find by Amani Honey. If we can get a whistle here, I will run that one back. I want to see if we got that pass. Inside a minute to go. Remember, stick around at halftime. DeAnthony Ellison joining us. Valderrama in and out on the bucket. About 16-second difference, game and shot clock. Hardy puts it up. Can't get that one to go. Valderrama the rebound. Still a few second difference between game and shot clock here. As Israel pushes it. 6-second difference to be exact. 3 is good for Balboa. Shot clock is off if the Tigers want to hold here, but Destiny's wide open. Pops the 3, no. Amani Honey. Her putback is good from the left side. Five seconds to work with. Turnaround shot deflected out to Balboa, and 57-24 is the correct score at the half. So 20 minutes in the books. It's all Tigers. They lead by 33. As I mentioned, this is the final home game for 4 seniors, Nay Manning and Destiny Gonzalez, who really helped build this program, and then Alyssa Gonzalez and Rebecca Farmer, who have transferred in to play for Champion in their quest for back-to-back championships. And we're going to go now to DeAnthony Ellison and I. We had a chance to talk earlier this afternoon as we both shared our thoughts about these 4 seniors. Then we'll take a short break and we'll come back and bring you all the second half action as Champion leads by 33. All right, welcome back to halftime, everybody. Chris Sheeman here with you on the tiny screen there, and on the big screen is your national champion head coach, DeAnthony Ellison. And DeAnthony, thank you again for giving me some of your time here at halftime.
No problem. Thanks for having me.
And we're going to keep going this time. This is our third take for those of you watching at home. You know, it's not senior day for you. I wasn't able to be with you on senior day since this is technically the last home game. I figured it's appropriate that you and I are able to talk and honor these 4 seniors that you have. And before I get your thoughts, I want to say a couple of things. I kind of lump Nay and Destiny together. And I've been doing that for a while. I understand that these 2 people are their own individual people, but to me, what they've been able to bring to your program, they really laid the foundation, did they not?
They did, and that's what we talk about a lot with those 2, is that just being a part of the start of something and being able to finish it and go out with the way that they had. No matter what happens this year, championship or not, what they've done has been special, and it's very rare.
Right, yeah. It's hard to win a championship at any level of college athletics, high school, whatever you're talking about. A national championship is something that will always be a part of your life, I have to think.
Yes, I agree.
Let's talk a little bit. You know, I was so happy last year when Jesse called, and then when we talked, and we've done this now for 2 years. I was so happy, though, to hear that you guys wanted to bring me in last year, because I thought to myself, man, I get to see Nay Manning, I get to see Destiny Gonzalez, and they're going to pay me a little bit of change to do it. and what a treat for me. So, I mean, these two players. Let's talk a little bit about Nay first. I always kind of likened her uh, to a Rondo type player, and I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are on her being kind of the floor general for you these last
Yeah,
few years.
it's one of those things with Nay. You always have to take the bad with the good. And when I say that is, we joke about a lot how she almost led the nation in turnovers last year. But she's going to give you 110% every time she steps on the court.
Right.
She play hard, and she's like our quarterback on the court. She knows all the plays. She puts people in the right position. Like I said, she goes hard. And Rondo's a great comparison because she passes the ball really well. Her IQ is really high as well, and just the stuff that she does, it's really tough to replace her.
Destiny, a double double threat all the time. Her scoring's down. She really seems like she's been the one to kind of step up. I talked about this during the broadcast this year that somebody was going to have to sacrifice with all of these, the depth you have. It's a good thing to have, but somebody was going to have to step up and say, okay, maybe I'm not getting 17 to 20 anymore. Maybe now I'm getting 10 to 15. And it seems like Destiny or was able to do that and just kind of talk about her and what she's meant this year, being unselfish and really embracing this depth you've got.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's been a work in progress all year. Especially like we've said, Nay and Destiny started the program, so going from averaging 17, 18 points a game to come this year, maybe averaging 11 to 12. I would say she's sacrificed. She's bought into the role of playing good defense on other teams' post players where we don't have to double the post. She's trying to dominate the glass offensively and defensively, and then when she
Right.
has a shot, knocking it down or getting kind of in the dunker zone, and just when they penetrate, she's open and finishes the layup.
I've just been so impressed with those two. And then, of course, you bring in Rebecca Farmer this year, seventh in 3-point shooting. We know what she can do. Um, just talk a little bit about what it's been like not only coaching against her for a few years and now coaching her and having that dynamic.
I would say it's definitely fun having her on the team. You don't have to scout to game plan for her. So having her on our team has been great. And kind of like with Destiny sacrificing her points, Rebecca's kind of been the same boat,
Hmm.
sacrificing coming off the bench now where she's used to starting, turning down some shots that she shot at Arlington and at Cisco. And now she's really finding her groove of when to shoot shots, how to shoot the shots, turning down a bad shot for a better shot. And I've always said playing your best ball late is better than playing your best ball early. And I think she's on the right path to playing her best ball.
And then you have another transfer in Alyssa Gonzalez. I've been a big fan of hers. She's somebody, it seems like, who can kind of do all those little things and has been a really nice fit for you in that starting lineup this year.
Yeah, she's been great. Obviously, for those of y'all who watched us last year, losing Araya Mendoza, that was a big loss for the team. But E has kind of come in and stepped into her role. She can knock down the open shot. She can bring the ball down the court. She guards well. And her really knocking down the open shot has been really big for us. She loves the corner three. She's able to knock that down at a high level. I know at some point in time in the year she was number 2 in 3-point percentage, which has been huge for us because we like to shoot the three ball. But she kind of does the dirty work. She passes really, really well out of the post, and I think she's very underrated with that. But she passes really well, and like I said, doing the dirty work has been great for us with having her on our team.
Coach, I really man, I know I'm short, but I'm not this short. Like, let me let me get a little more into the frame here. I just wanted to say, I really appreciate you having me these last couple of years, and hopefully we'll continue this momentum. But being able to watch these seniors, being able to watch this program grow has been a lot of fun for me personally. And best of luck the rest of the way tonight, and then into region play and into the national tournament as well. Good luck.
Yep. Thank you so much, and thanks for being a part of it, Chris.
All right, that's your man right there, DeAnthony Ellison. We will step aside and come back with the second half here in just a little bit. Our thanks to DeAnthony Ellison for joining us at halftime. Chris Sheeman, glad to be back with you. On to the second half. It's all Tigers here tonight. Southwestern and Venice with the basketball first here in this third quarter, trailing by 23. Southwestern and Venice at 1-15. Turning the ball over here. Farmer can't get it, but Destiny Gonzalez with the putback. And this represents those of you just joining us. Maybe you're getting off work. This is the biggest lead of the night for the Tigers. It's been double figures for just about the entire game. There was one bright spot on a 7-0 run for Southwestern at Venice, but at the time that only put them up 24, and Alyssa Gonzalez is shaken up on that rebound. Might have banged knees, and she goes to the ground. What do we always say in games like this? Just keep everybody healthy. That is the biggest thing for this Tigers team right now, is health in their quest for a second back-to-back national championship. We will take an injury timeout here and come back in just a moment. Well, hopefully just a scare here, as Alyssa Gonzalez is up under her own power and walking, looks like, relatively comfortably. So, somebody's going to have to shoot free throws for her, and a correction, she was actually called for that foul, so it's going to be Lowry at the free throw line as Takira Fuller comes into the game. So De'Ara Lowry from Dallas, Texas, 51% free throw shooter this season. Just underway here in the third quarter. We've played 50 seconds, as a matter of fact, in the second half. So 1 out of 2 at the free throw line, but the rebound chased down, and then Lowry gets fouled again. So 2 quick fouls on the Tigers here in the opening minutes. And it'll stay with the Knights. Southwestern Adventist 1-15, 0-9 on the road, and winless in Southwest Region play at 0-6. Tigers third ranked in Division II in the latest poll. They've pretty much been third for most of the season. 3-1 in Southwest Region play. Looking to go to 4-1 here today. Rebecca Farmer, yes. Tigers plus 6.9 turnovers per game compared to their opponents. That's going to go way up after today's game, as Southwestern and Venice in their last 4 games averaging 45.8 turnovers. And that's part of the reason why, just lack of concentration there. They average on the season 30 turnovers a game, over 30 turnovers 6 times this year, and 7 of the last 8 games. 3 ball off by Manning, offensive rebound controlled by Gonzalez. Now Farmer for 3, it's short. Nay's got an offensive rebound. Destiny, quick flip, can't get the bucket, and Tony pulls down the rebound for Southwestern Adventist. Turning on the Jets is Balboa. And we've got a late whistle over on the far side. I believe it's on the rebound. No, there's another Tiger down. Oh, come on. Shoot. This is not what you want to see in the opening 2 minutes of a 36-point game. Trying to see who it is. It looks like Alyssa Gonzalez is going to get ready to come back in. I don't see, the only player I don't see right now is Farmer, and that might be who's shaken up. Hopefully, maybe just got the wind knocked out of her. I'm not quite sure what they're looking at there. But they're going to, man, that's frustrating. We've had 2 injuries. Fortunately, Alyssa Gonzalez was not serious. She's, in fact, going to come back into the game now. But Farmer will be looked at by the trainer, and the Tigers will get it back here. So Amani Honey brings it into the forecourt to Manning on the wing. Looking for Fuller, threw it away. Lowry with the steal. Lowry pushes it into the forecourt, spinning, shooting, coming up short. Manning now on the right wing. 7:51 to go here in the third quarter. Name Manning lost the handle on it, tried to get it back, and she's called for a reach, I believe. Knights basketball. Down by 36. Israel to Valderrama. Yes, from the free throw line. Sarah Valderrama from Keene, Texas. Local product, 7.6 points per ball game. Step back 3, Destiny Gonzalez misses it long. Israel the rebound. Her pass deflected by Manning. So it'll stay with the Knights. Southwestern Adventist. We'll inbound it here. It'll be Valderrama. Balboa back to Valderrama. Balboa on the right wing. Being hounded by Manning. Israel now near us. Here is Tony. Balboa for 3. Can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. Manning controls. Throws it full court. Destiny Gonzalez will pop the shot and bury it just inside the arc. 6:52 to go in the third quarter. 63-27 Tigers. Tony out to Lowry, who hits the mid-range shot from 10 feet out. Manning for 3. Up and down we go. Balboa throws it ahead. Getting behind the pack is Israel, and Israel scores. That's not the defense you want to see if you're DeAnthony Ellison. Same spot, different result for Gonzalez. Put back by Fuller is no good, as she was stripped. And Honey going to be called for the reach. I want to go back to the first half, those of you who might not have been around. Look at this pass. Threading the needle by Amani Honey. Got it down to Gonzalez for 2. That was one of many highlights in the opening 20 minutes for Champion. Enjoying a 32-point lead. Now Manning picks the pocket. Nay to the bucket. Yes. It's going to be so weird not to see Champion with Manning and Destiny as Alyssa Gonzalez scores off the turnover. But everything that I said during that interview, it's been a real pleasure to watch these two help build a program and buy into what Coach DeAnthony Ellison, who now I hope Champion can hold on to him. He's got to be one of those guys who's on a lot of people's radars. I mean, just a fabulous coach, really good person too. Every interaction I've had with him, I come away just feel like I had all kinds of problems with that interview. I wasn't kidding. Those of you who saw the halftime interview, it took me 3 tries. I had a late game last night and went in the triple overtime, and I got home at like 1:30 in the morning. The cat wouldn't let me sleep. So needless to say, this afternoon I was a little frazzled. And DeAnthony, oh no, I got plenty of time. And patient, kind. Journey Hicks into the ball game, strips it. So Journey Hicks checks in. Looks like Justice Irish Holmes is in the ball game. Nobody picked up the ball there. Name Manning right to the hoop. And the lead grows to 40 for Champion. Also, Jalen Edmondson hit a couple 3-pointers in the first half for Champion. She's back out there. Tony, just inside the arc, can't get it. Irish Holmes the rebound. 4:29 to go in the quarter. Edmondson for 3. Yes, her third of the night. Day, whatever. But just to finish that thought, Nay Manning and Destiny Gonzalez, I wish those girls nothing but the best. And I said it in the last game, and I'll reiterate it for this game, that if they are as successful in life as they have been on the basketball court, look out, world. They're going to do some really special things. And they've been special players to watch, for sure. Bucket no good by Balboa. Edmondson the rebound. We might not see much more of Manning and Destiny Gonzalez, as this one's a rout. Journey Hicks is going to go to the free throw line. Again, our main concern right now in this game, Rebecca Farmer left with an injury. I believe she's back on the bench and laying down. Hopefully trying to work out whatever issue there was. So Journey Hicks at the free throw line, but they, Champions got a lot of depth. But you don't want to lose a player like Rebecca Farmer here. She's another senior, and I'd be surprised if she saw court, even if she's able to get back out there tonight. I did a whole lot of Arlington tournaments between the ACCA and NCCAA, and Rebecca Farmer has been and was one of my favorites to watch. I love really good three-point shooting. It's just one of those aspects of the game that's really enjoyable for me to watch, and Rebecca Farmer, one of the best. One of the best, certainly, in small college athletics. All three of these players, including Alyssa Gonzalez, who played at Bacone last year, all four of these players could play at a higher level. Nay Manning, Destiny Gonzalez, those are JUCO players. Farmer's got maybe D2, NAIA certainly talent. We know Alyssa Gonzalez does. So they could all be at a higher level, and they've all kind of come together here this year, finding the right situations for themselves. These two players who transferred in alongside Amani Honey and Aaliyah Clark, who will be returners next year. Justice Irish Holmes for 3, can't get it to go. 2:52 left to go here in this third quarter, 76-31. But everything I said about DeAnthony Ellison, he's an easy guy to talk to. He's an easy guy to get along with. And I got to think, if you're doing the right things out on the court, it was news kind of earlier this year. I think if you watch some of the earlier live streams we did, where I saw him get upset, that almost took me aback, because you just don't see that temperament from him too often. But it's no surprise that this team has gelled and gelled quickly. That's the thing, folks. You bring in these many players, and don't forget the Arlington transfers didn't play until the second semester. Amani Honey didn't play until the second semester. That's a lot of talent that has to come together and come together quickly. And there have been times where it's taken a minute, and there's been a few growing pains, although you don't really necessarily see it in the record or in the stats or anything like that. Irish Holmes right to the hoop. 78-31, 2:05 left to go, and that says something about coaching too. You can get a team to gel like that. That was going to be, and I said it earlier, their biggest challenge champion. And they're starting to figure it out. And the future is certainly bright. I like Lily Pickett. She's just a freshman. Edmondson will be back. Irish Holmes, I think, is a player who, if she puts in a little bit of work this offseason, is going to come back really strong. Journey Hicks, another player, like I said in the first half, who maybe flies under the radar a little bit, and she's going to have a lot. She's going to have a lot of opportunity the next 3 years to really put her imprint on this culture and on this team. And she's back at the line. Mentioned it in the first half, she's third in Division II at 85% from the charity stripe. Minute 46 left to go here in this third quarter. It's all champion by 49 right now. Just 7 points in the quarter for Southwest Adventist. Colmenares into the game, has it top of the key. Valderrama, I believe, with the air ball, but it's off. Well, they say it's deflected by the Knights, so Janaya, I thought, might have touched it last, but they give it back to Champion. It's been all Champion pretty much from the opening tip here tonight, which is what we expected. Irish Holmes can't get the three to go. Journey Hicks. Hicks, second effort, yes. That's what I want to see from Justice. In the offseason, get into the gym, pop a couple hundred shots a day. We saw her a couple of times earlier this year really show her ability at hitting shots, especially from deep. Janaya, now Justice will hop step, counted in the foul. Irish Holmes a chance at an old school three-point play. 85-31, 44 seconds to go here in this third quarter. A 53-point game, and we still have, rounding up, 11 minutes left. Irish Holmes, nobody boxed her out. She traveled with the basketball, though, so turnover will give it back to Southwestern Adventist. First of a doubleheader here tonight. We'll have the men's game. That one's scheduled for 6 o'clock. We should be right on time for that one. Maybe even a little bit earlier. Turnaround shot by Tony. Tony will go to the free throw line. Asia Tony, 58% free throw shooter. Champion, all 10 wins by double figures. They're going to make it 11 here tonight. They had that 3-point loss to Ozark and then a 5-point loss to the College of Ozarks in this recent stretch. Geraldine Hardy with the box out and rebound. Edmondson into the forecourt. About 2-second difference, game and shot clock. Geraldine Hardy with, I believe that's her third field goal here tonight. Janaya rips it away. Irish Holmes, 4-on-1. She'll take it herself, scoop it in. 57-point lead. And the quarter comes to a close. 10 more minutes here at home for the Lady Tigers before they go road tripping on to region play. And they're on their way to their 11th victory of the season. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter time, expect to see a lot of the bench here for the Tigers. If you're just joining us, the cloud hanging over an otherwise sunny day. Rebecca Farmer leaving with an injury that looked, again, I'm a few hundred miles away, so I don't want to speculate, but it didn't look super great, folks, and let's just hope it's nothing too serious. So, Nate Manning is out there to start the fourth quarter. Alyssa Gonzalez also in. Takira Fuller, Geraldine Hardy, and Jalen Edmondson. That's the lineup right now for DeAnthony Ellison. My last broadcast with you. This time I mean it. I'm done. Our last home game, the Tigers will go road tripping on Wednesday and Thursday. They'll take on Southwest Adventist and Dallas Christian down in Texas to wrap the regular season. The Southwest Region Tournament at Kansas Christian will start on the 23rd of February. They were nice enough to invite me up there to do the tournament, but I'm already booked, so I can't. Hardy, first effort, no. Geraldine Hardy with a nice offensive game today. She has 8. Champion by 58. Taking care of business. Dribbling the ball out of bounds. The Knights are going to turn it over here. If you weren't around at halftime and you missed DeAnthony Ellison's interview, you can rewind it if you want to, but that will be posted along with Mo Capacey's interview as part of our Senior Day interviews, and I'll put that up on the Tigers YouTube hopefully tonight, if I can remember to do it. Alyssa Gonzalez. Takira Fuller puts it off the glass. It is a 60-point game, folks. We are bordering in record territory again for this young Tigers program. Got to go back. I know we had a record-setting performance earlier this year, and I got to dig up the notes on that one. Yeah, it was 109-46 against Kansas Christian. So that was a 63-point game. It's a 62-point game right now. Here in this second half, Southwestern Adventist has gone ice cold. They have just 8 points. Jalen Edmondson hits her fourth three-pointer, and it's a 65-point game. So right as it is right now, this is the record. That game against Kansas Christian, 109-46 was the final. It was a record for most points in a game as DeAnthony Ellison calls for time. 7:38 left to go in this one. 65-point lead. Another record-setting night, possibly for the Tigers. We'll be back. Got another message from Alyssa's dad. We were talking earlier about the 4 seniors, Manning and Farmer and Destiny and Alyssa, and one of the comments that I made was that these are players who could play at a higher level if they want to, and sometimes finding the right fit and not necessarily just aiming to play at the highest level that you're capable of is the goal for the players, and that should be the goal for all players. Sometimes ego comes in, but anyways, I made the comment that all 4 of these players had that ability, and of course, Destiny and Nate Manning were 2 junior college players before they came into a champion. And Alyssa's dad actually said that she started at Texas Permian Basin, which is a Division II program down in Odessa, Texas. Are they one of the ones who are going Division I? I thought there was a D2 down in Texas that had decided to go to D1, and I thought it might be them. But either way, that just kind of backs up what I was saying, as Edmondson can't get it to go. Takira Fuller on the putback, no. Second effort, no. Third effort, she's fouled with 6:30 left to go. As of right now, this is the biggest win in this young Tigers program. 65 points. The previous record was set earlier this year against Kansas Christian. $109 points against the Falcons was also a program record for most points. Tigers certainly on pace for that. Offensive rebound controlled by Alyssa Gonzalez. Got it to Fuller. All eyes were on Alyssa, and champion over the century mark once again. 100-32. A steal by Manning. Manning going to take it herself, come up short. Justice Irish Holmes set to check in as Edmondson takes it away. Out to Fuller. Fuller lays it up and in. Just inside 6 minutes left to go, a 70-point game. You'll forgive me, folks. I called a doubleheader last night that one of the games went into triple overtime. I've got another game tonight, so I'm gonna pull back a little bit on the commentary. These vocal cords are bright red right now. We need to keep them strong. Hardy and Edmondson both good nights as the shot clock's at 7. Hardy off the back iron. Alyssa Gonzalez tied up. And they're going to call her on the foul. Journey Hicks coming in. Amani Honey checking in. Interesting. Gilliam checking in. We haven't seen Aaliyah Clark today. So Nay Manning is still out there too. So we've got 2 starters in right now in a 70-point game. Like I said, though, the bench might be a little bit shorter today. Just past the midway point in the final quarter. 4:50 to go. Oh, nice cut. That was pretty basketball right there. Justice Irish Holmes gets the 2. Colmenares off. And Manning will slow it down. Tigers are going to win by their biggest margin ever tonight. Again, it's a young program. But anytime you win by 70 plus, it's usually a record. Shot clock at 5. Irish Holmes will actually just run it out. So some sportsmanship here for the Tigers, and I like to see that. You know, enough's enough at a certain point. I'm not one of these guys who are, let's continue to press. You know how some of those high school coaches do that Bush League nonsense? You know, they're still pressing and they're up 110 points or something like that. It's just, that's not necessary. So the program record for points was also in that Kansas Christian game earlier this year, and that was 109. If the Tigers are content to kill the clock here, they might not get to that point as Manning gets the stop. Now, if you're going to start fouling, we're going to play basketball again. So, you know what I mean? Lowry comes into the game, replacing Coleman Harris. So I'm not sure if the Tigers are going to shoot again or not here in this one. With 3:05 left to go. They ran it out on the last possession. Irish Holmes will shoot a three. Balboa off on her three. And Manning will back it out. It's the classy thing to do here, folks. I'm a big fan of it. I know there's differing opinions on how to handle a game like this. I am of the belief that this is the way to do it. Janaya, turn around. Yes. So 3 points away from the program record, and Valderrama airballed it. Correction, that's not Valderrama. That's Venetia Tonu Tamifuna. And I just hope I'm getting it right. Nay Manning out of the game. So we've seen the last of the seniors. Again, hopefully Farmer's okay. She is on the bench, appears to be in good spirits. I'm looking forward next year. Edmondson, Amani Honey, they're going to be a fun backcourt. But again, one last shout out to these four seniors here tonight with 1:25 left to go. I've been very fortunate in my broadcasting career to. I've had this mix, and it's been a lot of just young, up-and-coming coaches that I've gotten to know, but I've also gotten to know a lot of veteran coaches. Right now, I've got a really good client list, and DeAnthony Ellison is one of those guys. Mo Capacey, same with him, although Mo's coached at the high school level too, but DeAnthony was an assistant in the NAIA and other places. I'm just fortunate to be around a lot of really smart, young, talented coaches, going all the way back to when I was at Bowling Green and Kurt Miller was there. He's now with the Connecticut Sun. This champion team actually reminds me a little bit of his Bowling Green teams. They were just so good and so unselfish. A little interesting tidbit about those Bowling Green teams, especially the ones that I was a part of when I was on the bus, didn't get along at all. Did not get along at all. There was all kinds of drama, and yet that was a team that from the Mid-American Conference would go on to make a Sweet 16 run. That bucket is off, and this will do it. The Tigers, a record-setting performance, biggest win in program history, 106-32. So the Tigers are 11-4, 8-2 at home. That's where they will conclude the season. And now 4-1 in Southwest Region play. They go on the road. Wednesday and Thursday, they will wrap the regular season. Another matchup with Southwest Adventist on Wednesday, and then Dallas Christian on Thursday. And the region tournament up at Kansas Christian starts the following Wednesday on the 23rd. Been my pleasure once again, folks. 106-32 is your final. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll talk to you again in about 35 minutes. Our second game of this doubleheader, the men's side of things, will tip off at 6 o'clock tonight. Come on.